Late in 1992, we covered two new products from the Seafarer organisation and the Victory. Now, both of these boats heralded a new era for Queensland's longest established fiberglass boat manufacturer, and they bring Seafarer well into the 90s and beyond with a completely new styling attitude. These boats really are identifiable. They are absolutely beautifully built. They're superb, and once again Seafarer, despite the fact that they're a relatively small organisation, has confirmed their place as one of Australia's longest lasting and most prominent fiberglass boat builders. Now, back in 1971, Seafarer first released the Mark I of the VC. The VC has been one of the most popular fiberglass boats ever put on the market in Australia, which is well borne out by the fact that in the 22 years since its original release, 2 boats per week have been built, giving a total of around about 2,500 VCs on the late in 1992, Lindsay decided to carry the new range of Seafarers into this most popular and has come out with the VC Mark IV, which is called the VC 5 metres. Now, the boat shares all of the superb hull performance characteristics which the original boats had. In fact, these have been among the smallest boats ever used for rough water and nighttime offshore rescue duties. Their performance in rough water and on sandbars and in areas such as that has been so good that they've saved a lot of lives over the years. And there's no reason to believe that the VC 5 metre will be any worse than the other boats, where in fact there's every reason to believe that the new VC will be substantially better. To give you some dimensions, her centreline length is 5 metres, her maximum beam is 2.14 metres, her overall height is 1.7 metres, which means that she will fit easily into the average carport. Her hull weight is 450 kilos. She has a very moderate dead rise angle on the bottom of the boat of 19 degrees. Maximum horsepower, again, a very moderate 90 horsepower, which is mounted, by the way, on an extended pod on the after end of the transom. Her load capacity is 6 adults. Her cockpit area is 45 square feet, and her overall length on the trailer, including the motor, is 6 metres. And again, an extremely compact unit to be fitted into backyards, garages or carports. Now, these boats, as I said, come up with a remarkable degree of overall performance. And the performance not only relates to their ability to ride smoothly in rough water in spite of the moderate V, but because of the moderate V, they are also extremely stable both at rest underway, regardless of what the water conditions may be. And because of this superb hull performance, VCs, as I said, have not only been used in rescue duties, but they're also extremely popular with the offshore fishing set. And they're the sort of boats that you can go out on a fine morning from Sydney or from any of the ports on the east coast, knowing that if you do get onto the fish and you happen to not watch the weather and get caught by bad weather, that the boat is going to get you home not only safely, but in relative comfort for its overall size. Now, the original VC had a concave foredeck, as we saw a little earlier. This boat changes that to a convex one. In other words, it's a bubble-type foredeck. Now, Lindsay's attitude to the way in which his boats are laid out is certainly borne out by the fact that he doesn't strive for maximum versatility. The under foredeck area, as we'll see in just a minute, is used for starter than for accommodation, although it does, of course, represent an excellent shelter under there if you happen to strike rain. Some idea with Ray Wheeler, Seafarer's marketing man, pushing the boat over the bar, and also some idea of the difference between old technology and new fishing boat technology, with the boat running alongside one of the Gold Coast prawn trawlers. Now, as I said, these boats are superb for offshore fishing, and they combine that seaworthiness and basic safety and stability and ability with a compact size which allows them to be used and owned by a far wider range of people. Again, you can see the boat lifting her head to the seas there. She's extremely dry. There's plenty of flare on the top sides, and the spray chines are very powerful and effective, turning the spray away. So if you're going extremely hard and you're on the wrong quarter to the wind, you're not going to get wet. Again, something that adds to the overall comfort and pleasure of using the boat. Now, as I said, Lindsay is very definite about the way in which his boats are laid out, particularly the interiors, and the interior layouts are a result of many years of experience and feedback from owners. You see a lift-up squab on the aft full-width rear lounge there, which when it's lowered back down, not quite reach, which means that you can put your toes underneath there and use the after end of the boat as a knee rest when you're fishing. A very interesting thing. There is stowage for 4 rods underneath in racks of the side pockets there, and there's stowage in the centre bin between the 2 swivel seats. There's the under foredeck area with, again, plenty of storage for whatever gear you may wish to carry, and the carpet continues all the way forward there. Not particularly difficult. Ray is a big bloke, he's about 6'3", to get in and out of that particular area. Again, thought to design detail is well demonstrated by the fact that the cleats down the sides of the boat are recessed. A superb new model, a very exciting new model from Seafarer, and one which I'm sure will win awards during 1993, Seafarer VC Mark IV.